We all love the transfer student, don't we? He's that guy who pops up to foreshadow trouble along the way. So today we're going to see 10 anime where our main character is the overpowered transfer student. Let's get started. Up first, we have Qualidea Code, an original anime with an emphasis towards action and the supernatural. The story is set in a world that's invaded by alien creatures named the Unknown, as Japan takes the initiative to preserve mankind by cryogenically freezing all of Japan's children until the end of the war that ensued. As years passed, humanity found themselves bunkering in a corner of Japan as they awakened the children due to the restored stability. To the surprise of humanity, the children had grown mysterious supernatural powers during their slumber. 6 of the strongest children are given the command of the reclaimed cities, as they must learn to work together in order to defend against the alien attacks. While not strictly set in a school setting, the ages of the main characters alone make this a worthy number 10 pick. In the number 9th slot, we have Noblesse, an anime based off a popular web manga. The storyline has as follows the Noblesse known as Cardis Estrama de Rizel, who's enrolled into Yaran High School by a servant in order to hide from a mysterious organization that's out for his life. However, just as he was settling in and making friends, he finds himself at the position of having to save them due to the organization's misdeeds. Things only get more complicated when other figures from the organization start enrolling in the same high school. The concept of vampire nobles, mysticism, and genetic engineering is definitely alluring, and it definitely has a lot of potential. This anime is currently a must-watch. Up next, we have Isekai no Seikishi Monogatari, a harem mecha anime that certainly got a lot of people talking when it was released. The story has as follows Kenshi Masaki as he finds himself kidnapped and brought to the world of Geminar. The mysterious group gets Kenshi to agree to assassinate the empress of the Shiryu Empire, Lashara Asu 28, using a mecha called the Sacred Mechanoid. As they fight, Lashara notices Kenshi's capability and captures him in the midst of the fight and decides to keep him as her attendant. As Kenshi was required to go to the Holy Land Academy, he catches notice of a sinister threat that could cause the entire world to go to war. With amazing graphics and top-notch battles, skipping this anime would be a sin. In the number 7 slot on our list, we have Tenjou Tenge, a shonen anime that's based off of a well-known manga. The storyline takes place in Tudu Academy, where 2 budding high school students named Shuichiro Nagi and Bob Makihara do their best to become the top fighters in the entire student body. However, this was quite the challenge, as this academy was created with a revival of martial arts in Japan in mind. With all kinds of oppositions on their way, the story has us follow the duo as they climb to the top of the ladder. While this anime does have the ecchi tag, do not be fooled, as it does also contain its fair share of action to go along with it. Up next, we have Seirei Tsukai Noble Dance, a harem anime based off of a light novel. The story is set in Aracia's Spirit Academy, which is attended by shrine princesses in training. We follow Kamito Kazuhaya as he accidentally runs into a naked Claire Rouge in true harem fashion, interrupting her contracting process of the powerful spirit. However, in a strange turn of events, the spirit ends up bonding with Kamito, even though spirits bonding with men isn't heard of. This causes Kamito to be invited to attend the Aracia's Spirit Academy under one condition: train for 2 months and take part in a blade dance in order to be the strongest elementalist who's in contact with a darkness spirit. While the harem tag suggests a fan service, this anime has its fair share of action that's definitely enjoyable. In the 5th slot of our list, we have Armed Girl's Machiavellism, an action anime adapted from a famed manga. The plot takes place within a high school that's exclusive for high-class girls. However, when said school turns co-ed, the girls requested the school board to permit them to carry weapons for the sake of safety. When the request was permitted, a 5-member organization named Supreme Five Swords was formed, with the goal of correcting problematic students. Our main character, Nomura Fudu, is one such student who manages to find himself taking part in a huge brawl as he gets reprimanded. His only two options were to either be expelled or to attend the rest of his school years being forced to dress and act like a girl. It's a premise that'll make any boy get chills down their spine. However, the anime is still charming with its grounded action and stylish moments. Up next, we have Platinum End, a drama and supernatural anime that many consider to be the next Death Note or Mirai Nikki. The story has us follow Mirai Kakehashi, a boy who lost his family in an explosion, constant abuse from their relatives that took him and caused him to commit suicide. However, he found himself saved by his guardian angel named Nase, who offers him two priceless abilities while convincing him to go on living. As he enjoyed his newfound powers, he found himself going toe-to-toe with 12 other individuals as they all fought for the chance to become the next god. While the plot definitely has some inspiration from the famed Mirai Nikki, it definitely does a lot of things right and deserves the position on the list. In the third slot of our list, we have D.Gray-Man, an action-adventure and comedy anime with demonic elements. The story has us follow Alan Walker, the disciple of General Cross who's sent to collaborate with the Black Order in order to fight the mechanical weapons named Akuma. With those weapons powered by souls trapped within them by the enigmatic Millennium Earl, the only way to save those souls is to exorcise them with an anti-Akuma weapon named Innocence. Alan and his fellow exorcist work hard on stopping Millennium Earl and his evil plot that's set on ruining the very world that they live in. With an anime that's certainly longer than many other entries on the list, D.Gray-Man still manages to captivate its audience with its breathtaking plot and amazing animation. Up next, we have Tokyo Majin, an action anime infused with supernatural and horror elements, with its plot being based off a manga that's written based off of a Nintendo RPG game from the 90s. The story is set around Tatsuma Hyu and Kyoichi Horaiji, two students who stay up every night to fight the threat of the reborn dead. Random people who disappear at night and appear as corpses during the day, only to come to life during the day and disappear from the morgue. With the help from the final year students at the Megami Academy, they have to fight not only the demons, but the powerful individuals who are in control of them with the intent of destroying the city. With such an inspired setting and powerful characters, this shonen anime is definitely a must-watch. And the number one pick in our list is 100, a light novel-based anime with elements of action, romance, and science fiction, with a fair share of ecchi added to the fray. The story is set in a world where an alien species named Savage attacks humanity, and the only weapon capable of finding them is a strange weapon named 100. We follow Hayato Kisaragi, a teenager who happens to have the highest compatibility level with a weapon, and finds himself invited to master his abilities at a prestigious military academy named Little Garden. In true ecchi fashion, he gains the attention of his female peers as well as the chance to fight the very creatures that threaten the safety of his planet. This is the pinnacle of overpowered transfer student anime, and hence the number one pick of our list. With that, we have reached the end of this video. Do tell us in the comments below what you think about all of this. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can be updated as soon as we release a new video. Stay safe, anime fans, and I'll see you in the next video.